Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. And 73 today. It is 54. The nights are going to get much cooler as we go along, but 54, we'll take that too. Nice cuddle up weather at night. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show with me, James Raby. Thank you for joining me this morning. And yesterday was Name Your Car Day, and Allie's on the phone with a story about her mom's car name. Allie, thanks for calling the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. What's your story?
Okay, so my mom has a Ford Flex, and it's green, and it's bulky, and when the sun hit it just right, it looks like Shrek. So we call it the Shrekmobile.
Oh, that's cute. What do your friends think?
But one time I had my friend Alexis in the car, and I told her, I was like, yeah, we call this the Shrekmobile. She's like, wait, what? Yeah, and then when we go by other Ford Flexes, we name them different character from the Shrek movie.
Well, that's cool. So you got to give those out. What are the different names?
Okay, so there's like this gray one. We've named that one Donkey. The silver ones are Fiona's. The black ones are Lord Farquaad's.
You know, the best name, of course, is Donkey. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Thank you for listening. Do you have a name for your car or a good story about one anyway? I'd love to hear it right now. 507-292-1053.
It's the Y105 FM 30.
Kind of moody sounding. I just love glass animals. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. My name is James Raby. Allison, I appreciate you calling in to the show to tell me about the car name you have.
His name is Rocket, and it's named after, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket, because he's like, and then I called my Spider Mitsubishi convertible, I called it Swamp Buggy, because every time it would rain, I'd have to put towels down so I didn't soak my butt.
Nice.
It would rain so hard, and then all the windows were like, oh my God, I had to put beach blankets down so I didn't rot my butt on the way to work.
I am so glad I didn't have a convertible back then, because that's the kind of convertible I would have had. You got any other cars with names?
Oh my God, I'd say, well, and it was also the fiberglass bobsled.
Huh?
In the winter, I drive it, and it had low-profile tires on it, and if you got into somebody else's rut that went off in a ditch, that's where you were going to go, because you couldn't get back out of it. So Swamp Buggy and fiberglass bobsled in the winter.
Those are pretty good.
So
those are pretty good. Thanks for calling that in. I appreciate it. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. My name is James Raby, and a deadly plane crash is next in the News Minute.
It's the Y105 FM.
A plane crash just outside of Duluth has claimed 3 lives. The 3 victims were in a single-engine plane that crashed into a house. See the victims' names and photographs of the crash on the Y105 FM app. Good morning. I'm James Raby. This is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute. More news you'll find on our app this morning. The Mayo Clinic is touting a high-tech upgrade to its imaging capabilities in Rochester. The incredibly sensitive Biograph Vision Quadra PET CT scanner is the first of its kind to be approved for clinical use in North America. The Olmsted County Board is going to be presented this week with an in-depth report on racism as a public health issue, and Minnesota officer escorts girl to first day of kindergarten 5 years after saving her life. That is a heartwarming story. You're just going to absolutely love it. And the rabies shot. Our doughhead in the news today is from Michigan, my home state. The police rolled up on a man getting help adding gas to his stranded car on a highway. The police asked the guy for ID. Hey, where's your ID? Oh, here, I got it for you. He didn't actually hand him the ID, though. What he handed him instead was a half-drunk bottle of vodka. Which, honestly, if we're being honest, that's actually enough ID for that guy. Y105 FM weather for today. It's going to be beautiful in Rochester. Sunny and 73. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low 53. And tomorrow, sunny and 74. If you could get up to the Carillon on top of the Plumber Building, this would be a perfect day to take pictures of the city. Whoa. Sunny and 73 today. It is 54. And coming up in about 12 minutes, your biggest pet peeves in a relationship, and because I'm not the kind of person that just leaves you hanging with here's the problem, I got Ashley Dowis in from Family Service Rochester to give us a solution to here on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Eric Martin, lead singer of Mr. Big, wrote that when he was 16 or 17 about a gal he just absolutely adored. Her name was Patricia Reynolds. So if you're listening and you haven't heard that song yet, Patricia, that one's for you. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Hi, I'm James Raby, and relationship pet peeves. Top 10. I'm not going to give you all 10. Not taking part in household chores. Yeah, you don't help someone out with those. You are, sharing them. Keeping score? Oh, the worst thing. Worst thing ever. Different food preferences. Now, I think that's interesting. Why would that be a pet peeve? I can see where you don't like the smell of some foods and stuff, but please, so they like something different than you. What do they do? Being clingy. Well, maybe I like a clinging vine. Annoying laughter. Oh, yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing. What else is there? You got bad personal hygiene, always on their phone. Oh, my gosh, yes. I used to, as my dad would say, are you going with that gal? Yeah, I went with this gal who was always on her phone. Always on her phone. Oh, I'm paying attention. No, you're not. So because this is a list that just came out, and this is actually a mental health day, Mental Health Monday. We do it with Family Service Rochester every single day. Ashley Dowis is on the phone with me, and there's some ways you go about having a healthy relationship. Where's it begin?
Healthy relationships can begin with making time to spend time together and focus on positive interactions. So having accumulation of positive events can help families or anybody in relationship build resiliency to get through the tough times.
And that because you spend time together, you're more bonded. Is that why that works?
Yeah, and you can lean back to those good feelings when things get sticky. And remember that there is much more good than bad in your relationships.
Awesome. Ashley Dowis from Family Service Rochester. You get to hear her all month on Mondays as we're talking about relationships. This is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Just after 8 o'clock, your first chance of the week to win cash. $30K at work payday. Just keep dreaming about what you do with that $30K. And also enjoy the 8 a.m. All Music Hour kicking off next.
It's the Y105 FM.
Free music kicks off around 7:50. This is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. I'm James Raby. And Tamara, she left a voicemail on the Y105 FM app about the little annoying pet peeve thing that got her to dump a guy.
So I broke up with this guy because I couldn't stand the way that he chewed his food. It drove me crazy. It was really, really loud. It was like his jaw would pop every time he would chew, and it was just, I know that's horrible, but it was awful. I couldn't do it.
No, Tamara, it's not awful. It's exactly what you should have done. You can't change them. You got to choose to be with them or not with them. And that would be a surefire. Sorry, we are done. Absolutely, positively. And how about you, Alana? Why did you break up with a guy?
So I broke up with a guy when I was in high school after dating him for a short period of time because he was too nice. I couldn't handle it. I don't need like a mean person. But, he would hold doors. He'd carry my books. He'd open my door for the car. He wanted to help me plug my seatbelt in. I couldn't do anything for myself. I couldn't take it. I broke up with him.
She left that message on the Y105 FM app. Just punch voicemail if you want to do the same thing. And, there's nice. And then there's, so tiresome. He, holding a door for you? Okay, whatever. If that's not your thing, cool. He should stop doing it. Or if you like it, okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do it, whatever. But helping you on with your seatbelt? Yeah, that guy has some issues. Or he's a high school kid, and he thinks this is how you be a great boyfriend. And, you were doing him a favor. By dumping him, you were doing him a favor. Why does no one like me putting their seatbelt on? Because I can do it myself. Well, I can tie your shoe for you. I'm not 3. And besides, I use Velcro. If you really were nice, you'd be paying attention. Hey, thanks for listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. I have a favor to ask, a big favor, huge favor. subscribe to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. That way it downloads to your phone every single day. Doesn't matter if you have an Android or an Apple. You get your stuff on Spotify, whatever. Just go to Y105 FM's app and look for the On Demand, and you'll find it right there.
That is amazing. Thank you.
It's a good news, bad news situation. And the other, it's a Walmart in Georgia. So you know there might be some scattered DNA involved. First of all, White Castle. By the way, hi, it's James Raby on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Rabies shots are doughheads in the news. It's that simple. And White Castle's launching their own beer called It Hits Different. That's the good news. And that's the bad news. All wrapped up into one. Who asked for White Castle to make a beer? It has hints of tangerine. And I assume they're going for the Natty Light market, right? But think about this. There's some rules about this beer. White Castle beer is great. You can buy like 50 for $10. And they're really small, but they're really good if they're really hot. You got to heat them up first. America's going to love it. And then in Georgia, Morrow, Georgia, Darwin's waiting room, some people say, the two employees got into a fight. They discovered they were both sleeping with the same store manager, the dirty dog. Customers took out their phones and started filming. Of course, the women were escorted from the store. One of the women got on the store intercom and yelled, attention all Walmart associates. Wayne from OGP has been having a constant affair. They've been trying to hide it. That's why she wears a mask. You're going to go out big, right? You know you're getting fired. And that's what you come up with? I am sorry. I don't think you deserve that job. I don't think you deserve that job. If you can't come up with something better than they've been trying to hide it, that's why she wears a mask. Come on. Go back. Workshop that thing. Plan it out. That's how you get ahead in business and or affairs. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Those are the Rabies shots. Coming up just after 10 o'clock. That's right. Another code so you can win $30K in the at-work payday.
It's the Y105 FM.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.